We're on.
Okay, shortly after 7 o'clock, we're going to call the meeting to order. Roll call, Wade Bennett, President.
Paul Buckles, council member.
Chastity Surface, council member. Jana Heidi, clerk treasurer.
Alrighty, so looks like we have a short agenda tonight. That is super good. So we got, do we have a park board committee report
Not
tonight?
yet, we're gonna have a meeting sometime this week or next,
What's your time?
whenever.
Whenever.
Yes, I say whenever.
Okay, alrighty. Employee reports. Earl, anything to talk about?
We're fine tuning the new water treatment plant. As soon as we get the iron and the water down to where we want it, we're gonna turn it loose. Everything else we got fine tuned in. So, I don't know if it'd be this week, it'd be sometime next week most likely. Whenever Troy is satisfied with the numbers and IDEM, cause they're calling every day to check, so.
Anything in particular they need or they're curious about, or?
They'll come by and they'll look at everything once we're up and running, so I can show them. There's some things I gotta do once we take the water tower offline, pictures and stuff, so I'll have to show them. Cause we'll have to physically disconnect it,
Okay.
down the road here. But I told them, and they understand, we want it to run a while. Make sure everything's gonna function, make sure everything shuts off and on like it's supposed to automatically, and run, so, but, we're real close.
Good. But they were all right with us leaving it hooked up, just valved off.
Yeah, round off
For a
right now,
predetermined
later
amount of
on,
time.
we'll have to put there's so many feet that we gotta have separated, pipe gone, so. We'll take care of that later, so. But yeah, they were happy with it, so.
And that makes sense, if the wind would blow it over, that way it didn't pull the
If
line
the
out.
wind blowing over, you don't want it to jerk the pipe out of the ground, so we'll,
Yeah.
probably put 2 inserter valves in and take out them 2 90s up there and make that an easy, like 45-degree hookup where it can just easily go right around. And this way, if something happens to the tire, it's not gonna damage anything, so. And then after all that's done, I got a couple companies I wanna contact. And, some of them will take it down, they're tank companies, water tower companies, and they'll take it down for the metal. Get rid of it. So, right there in that spot, they don't need a great big area or anything like that, so. That's down the road. The state's been real good so far, so they understand.
Yeah, alright. Well, I think there's a pretty strong contingency to leave it up if we can. I don't know.
It just won't have any water in it.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not a safety concern.
Yeah, it's,
And I did get a couple prices from engineering companies to come in and inspect it once it's empty, to tell us if it is able to stand there on its own. I think one was $6,000 and one
Yeah.
was 13,000 or something, and it's a lot of money, but whatever, we can cross the bridge when the time comes.
yeah,
But anyway.
that's a little ways down the road.
It is, yeah.
We'll get it separated down the road and everything, once we see that it's gonna work every day.
I mean, I don't know how much tax money we wanna tie up in there, I don't wanna see it go, but I don't wanna spend a bunch of money on it either, just leaving it.
Yeah, it's,
But anyway, we can talk about all that stuff when we have more.
yeah, that's down the road.
Yep.
Alright, that's all I got.
Rick, anything to talk about?
Not too much. The swing situation, just with the chains, Don and I had taken pictures of the height difference, so we're getting that.
I was just telling Donna that she sent that information in.
Yeah.
Did we, I guess I'm willing to go to town and see by chance if I can find some of that and get it local if I can.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't wanna say it's like a special chain, but it has, requirements on weight and the thickness of it, just because the brackets the actual chain goes into.
Right.
So.
Can I get a sample of it, or is there
Yeah.
a piece of it I could take with me to see if I could?
Yeah, that's fine.
chain's chain, I mean,
It is, but what I've read in their book, I mean, it just seems like.
it's spatial chain.
Yeah, so, and if something would ever happen to that, you know, if some kid got on there and chain broke or whatever, and we had a different chain what they supplied, that's my only thing, but I think it would be.
Does,
beats the.
I'll be down there in the morning to take a look at it and maybe get a sample of it and maybe go do some run around, see what I can find out.
Sure.
On it, and, you know, if we get local, hey, that's great, that just
Yeah.
saves on the shipping and,
Oh, absolutely.
any idea how many feet?
Not
I
off the
mean-
top of my head, but I think it was like, I think we calculated like, 4 10-foot sections, that way we can adjust it accordingly and.
Really, that much? Is it that far off?
It's like, I mean,
Is that just to
It's
replace
40
the chain?
just the chain is all was being replaced, cause it's only like a 2-foot chain for the one swing, and the other one has to be a continuous string, or chain, that way the way it's hooked up for that particular seat. So, and that one has to be a lot longer as well. I mean, they're 43 inches off the ground, so you can't really swing off that.
No, you're right. I was thinking that, if there was a way that we could, I mean, they have those bolt together chain links, and use that to make the connection instead of replacing it all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's gonna be fine, but I didn't know as far as the specifics of that particular swing from that company, if, I don't know what was said in when purchasing, or how well it goes, I just, you know, that.
Well, I'll just come down in the morning, I'll give you a holler and we'll look at it real quick.
Okay.
And see what we can find and see if we can make something happen.
Sure.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
Alrighty. Donna? Good to go, nothing?
Just still having trouble with the mail, but.
Yeah, then we're gonna be about that, I don't think.
Nope.
I got one. Donna, I wanted to bring it to your attention, cause you see it, and you probably know what it is, it has to do with an individual that might be just 2 down from you. He got a water alert the other day.
I know.
I talked to her, so it's all taken care
Well,
of.
did you tell me?
It's taken care of.
Did you tell me to bring that up?
I taken care of.
Anyway, the system, the eye on water worked perfect.
Good.
It
I
worked.
even got an email from telling them I had a problem.
What do you think about that?
Wow.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I would recommend that to anybody.
Yeah,
What is
it's,
that?
it's,
The I,
yeah, put that on LinkedIn chat. Put that on LinkedIn chat.
Pardon?
Put that on LinkedIn chat, but by golly,
I don't use LinkedIn chat.
did it hurt your feelings on there?
Yeah. I had a problem with that. Took care of that too.
it went off.
I understand, done me too well. Alright, I guess we're to officers, anything to talk about?
No, actually, I don't.
I have the email that we got on the website.
Yeah.
I did some, researching on it, and the proud city that it suggested is the good one. I was digging into it for the size of our town, how useful it is. One of the things I wanna point out that would be helpful, for like the Friends of Linden and things like that, or like if, there's other activities that go on in town, there's a, how do I explain this? Instead of having to constantly have someone come here and say, hey, we would like to have this event, it can be submitted through the webpage, and then whoever's in control of that webpage can approve or deny, and then it will automatically be posted so that there's no extra work, no extra steps. I think that's pretty cool, especially how many times Mary comes in here with 3 events or things like that. You can just go ahead and approve or deny, and it's there. So I think that, when is this up?
The present, you mean the agreement with the, I don't know.
The current website is,
Right away, isn't it?
They're done December 31st.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was quicker than that.
No, we just have to have something by December 31st. They
Yes.
suggest you have something by
yeah,
some date prior to that.
yeah.
But Core's gonna support it until December 31st.
Yeah.
Our current website will do that stuff, but the board, when we had it, decided that we weren't approving stuff outside of meetings.
Gotcha.
So they had to come to a meeting and ask for
Gotcha.
stuff. Instead of people sending in, wanting it on there,
Yeah.
already assuming it was on there, they had to show up at a meeting. So that was a control
Okay.
factor then.
Yeah, I mean, when that, there would be value in that because, you know, somebody did post that, then we could bring it to a meeting.
And improve it after. Cause then it will automatically populate on there, from what I've read, after you've discussed it, and you say yes, it'll go on there for you, so that there's no extra work.
Sometimes that, you know, questions, we get those answers before the meeting.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
It has a lot of cool features. I was really poking around, and thing was showing you other like cities and other towns, and you can customize it with your color and stuff.
Well,
I
how
know we
would-
can do that now, but.
How would they, okay, with our present website now, I mean, if you wanna look at the minutes or the vouchers or any of that stuff, I mean, you go to the website and you could see. Now, if somebody has an event
Mhm.
and they, you put it on the website, they have to go to the website. Is that changed any? You'd still have to go to the website to look for special events. It would be up to the individual to do that. It's not going to broadcast without, you have to go to the
Right.
site.
Yes.
The site doesn't come to
Right.
everybody.
You have to go in there and, like, it said, I think I took a picture of it. Okay, so what was it called? It says that, like, you have to, when the person that we talk to creates the website or gets us started during the transition, it's an option to have the submit event toggle button. So you can have it or you don't have to have it. It's an option or a feature they offer. So if you have it, then that person, let's say you come and you click it and you say, I'd like to do this on this date, so-and-so says, yes, you can do it. But just because you put it in there doesn't mean it's gonna automatically be on there.
Right.
So it's an option feature.
Okay, my point being is that you have to physically go to the town website
Yes.
and look for it versus Linden Chat, that it's just on a rolling board and
Yes.
there you go and it's there.
Yes.
So, I mean, should we, I'm just thinking if every Tom, Dick, and Harry town has the existing website, and if it's ending and everybody's gonna be looking for something, would it be wise of us to go ahead sooner than later and get started on something?
Oh, also, back to Terry from last month, if you don't have Facebook and you don't have Linden Chat, there's a subscribe option, toggle button that you can do too, where you can get emergency updates through your email or text or however you choose. But again, it's optional on how you set it up.
Mm.
So those are other push notifications that our residents can get.
Good question. I know that most people do texting and they
Yeah.
do texting and they do email.
Yeah.
On, most of us, right there on the phone, whatever. But that's not gonna do any good for people that don't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's
So
why
we're
it's
still,
optional.
and that's
Yeah.
why, I mean, that's, I guess, where the library comes in handy with that sign. Because they would see it.
It's just other avenues.
Yeah, I mean,
We don't have to do it
I
now.
mean, we're-
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just-
but-
It's just things that I was looking up that's beneficial.
sure, yeah. Hey, it's there.
Did it have a cost?
I didn't see a cost, I
It
just
should
saw
be in
the
a package.
examples.
That's the way ours was when we hooked up with this. You picked options. And then it just took the price out depending on the background they had in it.
So, will they use our, I mean, is this like a scratch deal, or can they use parts
No,
of
it's not a
our?
scratch deal. We won't lose our address, website, URL, whatever you call it nowadays.
So will some of that,
It'll kind of appear like pay your utility online. It'll just be up there that you can submit an event, pay your bill online, look at new things going on, and the calendar should be better on this next one. Right now, the calendar doesn't hold anything, but
so, but they're not, they don't have to start from scratch building it, they can stitch
No, they'll
something.
just do whatever, we might lose, it depends on how you design it. So that'll be little interaction Zoom meetings where you'll pick all that, they'll give you your options, they'll tell you how much it'll cost, and you have different levels.
Yeah, the email that Janet sent us, it breaks all that stuff down with all the questions that you currently have as far as it goes, like billing and merging their platforms and stuff.
So are we thinking, possibly just upgrading maybe our existing website or ditching it and go to something new?
Well, if this is up on the 31st of December, so you have to switch it.
You mean the layout, or you
Yeah,
mean
the
information?
layout, what we
When
presently
you
have.
pick them, when you hire them, they'll have templates, they'll have options, and then you'll pick one of those.
Okay. But
It
this
might not
is
look
this
the
a different
same.
company? Is this a different
Yeah,
company?
Core's not doing it anymore. Core, did you not read the email?
Well, you're right, I did get that email and I
Core
didn't.
basically took this part of their company out and got rid of it.
Okay,
And
okay,
they had 2 or 3 options of people that you could hire, but we're not doing it anymore. That's why they're billing you monthly.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just out.
So.
A little website's out on their platform. We have to hire somebody else to watch it, to support it.
So, in light of the fact that you just said they're billing us monthly,
They put us on monthly when in January, they sent us the first email last year, and instead of billing us in January for the whole year, they're billing us monthly. Probably to give us options if we wanna change before. Depending on who you hire, we'll say, I can do that in 20 days, I can do that in 45 days. If you get one that can't do it for 4 months because they're backlogged, then we still have a somewhat of a support. They're still watching stuff, so nothing crashes, nothing gets hacked, nothing in there. But they left it open, so yeah, we can change whenever you're ready to change.
I say we start moving on it, and then that way, if it does take 4 months, I mean, it's already,
Yeah, let's not wait till November.
it's already May, I mean, if it takes 4 months, that's beginning of October, you might as well say. And if we feel if they get it done sooner, we can cancel our existing, because, I mean, right on that? Am I understanding what?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good in theory, otherwise, I'm not sure, but.
So board agrees to look for more options, or take the one that they offered that Chastity's already looked into?
So the Proud City that they suggested is the best option that we truly have as a town of our size. But if you wanna search your other options, I'm okay with that.
I don't.
But the option that they have is the best one.
I mean, you did the research, I mean,
And they're not gonna give you somebody that's not
Right.
gonna work for a small town.
Right.
Core's a good company, they've been a good company.
Is there a huge, a price difference from what we're doing now?
I don't know the price, because you have to go and select everything.
Okay,
The only thing I got to view was like New Jersey and New York, and this is what their thing looks like.
well, can you, go in there and press the options that you were talking about there?
I
And then
think-
come up with a price that,
I think there were 2 boxes, don't quote me on this, I think there were 2 boxes, but I never clicked them. I
okay.
didn't click into them, cause I didn't know it would take me to sign up for something that I didn't want, and.
Well, I think we need to find out. I don't know what we presently pay for, a website, but let's say you paid $500 a year, and that's probably not right, but, and this system is $1,500, well, maybe we ought to.
they're probably not stopping their services they offer, then recommending somebody that's 3 times the price. I mean, they might be, but I mean, obviously we need to know what the price is before we just do it, but,
And they know that. They know that, I mean, she's got a whole list of what she needs information she needs before she contacts them, so.
Yeah, and they're and I mean, they deal with towns and they know that, hey, give us a price estimate,
Yeah.
whatever it is, so
Okay.
we're not shocked.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they know how this works, they know that it's,
Yeah.
that it's, the prices are made to be approved, but
The second thing that I have, do you have any questions on that anymore?
And you're gonna.
Wait, what? The second thing?
Yeah, I have something else.
You're gonna, and just so.
I can call them,
Okay,
if you want.
you're gonna do that, right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
I can do that. And then the second thing that I have now, caution, it's just an idea. It is not set in stone, please don't have a heart attack. So there was an idea that Rick had, and it was probably 2-3 months ago or so about cleaning up the town. And again, giant idea, waving my idea flag so nobody panics. It is a cleanup assistance program. And I have a packet if you wanna look at it, but it's totally ideas, everybody's gotta have the what ifs. But the main thing that I wanna point out is, well, how do you do that and how do you decide? Well, there's an eligibility criteria. So are you 65 and older because you can't get out and clean your house, or you're disabled and you can't do it? Documented disability, so you can't physically go clean your yard, you need help. Verified financial hardship, so if somebody's lost their job and they have trash piling up in their yard, how can we help them? A temporary medical life event or something like that can make them eligible. But how do you get the help? Well, we've talked about, volunteers, we've talked about how the guys at the church can help. I know that there are other places around town that would be willing to give people help. So for example, totally throwing this out there as an idea, you get a trash bin, it's $200, you get your volunteers, they come help this person throw their things away. You can also get grants for those things too. Now, this is just what I was picking up what he was saying a couple months ago. And I had shared it with him and I said, hey, Rick, hey, is this what you were thinking? How can we implement this to help the residents get things cleaner? So if anybody wants to look at this, you guys are more than welcome to. It's just an idea. Any questions you have, it could be on here. Not saying that we're doing it today, tomorrow, or whatever, but it's just an idea to get the wheel spinning on how do we help people get things clean.
Is that, the information that you sent on the,
Yes.
email?
Yes.
Okay, so we have it.
Yes, you guys have it. I don't know if I CC'd you on
No, you
it.
didn't.
So, send to Janet. Yes, I sent it to you guys. I think I sent it to Rick. Did I send it to you? Yeah, I sent it to you.
I think so.
Yeah, so controlled small budgets, grants, state assistance, local businesses sponsorships, donations, volunteer community groups, limited or annual events, cost sharing options. Really could just start it as a pilot program. Who needs it so that it doesn't get abused? That would be the main point, not abusing the assistance. So
Well,
that,
can I say something to that? What about the ones that refuse? I mean, some people can be, you know, like, I'm okay, but you know they're not. How are you gonna handle those?
well, I don't know, this is.
I know,
it's-
I agree with you, Reggie, but that
Yeah.
was just one thing I wanted to.
It's kind of like a pride thing. I feel like people are afraid to ask for help. And when they
Exactly.
need help, they're afraid to ask. So it just takes a family member or a friend to say, hey, there's this program that's available. It's just like a new mom who needs WIC or someone who needs food stamps. Nobody's gonna go ask for help, they might be embarrassed to.
Right.
So, just an idea.
So, Eric at D&D and I were talking when we ordered the dumpsters for dumpster netting. And we were just spitballing, totally just throwing out ideas and talking about how to manage our issues and make, whatever. Anyway, and one of the ideas that he had, and I'm, again, it's not a suggestion, it's not
We're
a.
throwing idea flags.
It's all we're just spitballing here, right? It's early, right? It's only 7:15. So, but he threw out the idea of if we bought our own dumpster, it sits here, you know, have it wrapped with the bulldog picture or whatever we wanna do, and it's ours. And they would come and pick it up and dump it for $100 a dump, plus whatever the tonnage is,
Right.
which is, you know.
It's like $75 over ton.
Yeah.
Per ton, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So, I mean, that portion of it would be super reasonable.
Right.
And then every day is dumpster day. You know, we put it, behind the fence at the wastewater plant, or somebody has a couch, or somebody has something that needs to be gone, or we have cleaned up, a group gets together, whoever it is, to clean up a property, the dumpster's down there, we know it is, we don't have to,
Right.
that is just handled. And if it gets dumped once a week, that's fine. If it gets dumped, every 3 months, they don't care whether it's twice a year, twice a week, twice or whatever, it's $100 plus the tonnage. And I don't know that that's a great idea. I mean, the
Right.
dumpsters are expensive, depending, and if we get a new one or a used one or whatever, I mean, there's options there.
Right.
And I don't know exactly where that money would come from.
Right.
But that was, as he and I were talking, that was something that he threw out, that he would, that they would do that. They don't have to, they don't have to bring it and then leave and then come back and get it and leave. They can just come get it, dump it, bring it back and
Right.
go. So it saves a trip for
Right.
them. But
But then that also ties into like putting an eligibility so that somebody's not like, oh, they have a dumpster back there, so let's just do it every week. Still, yes, that could be a beneficial idea, but also still putting in eligibility, so it's not abused.
yeah, I mean, you have to have guardrails of some kind but on one hand, but on the
Yeah.
other hand, we've already thrown away 3 couches this month. Well, okay, then I'm gonna go throw it in my front yard,
Right.
and everybody can look at it,
Yeah.
for me, because that's what I'm gonna do with it. But okay, on second thought, you can put it in our dumpster. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people are gonna abuse
Right.
they're gonna abuse whatever system we put in place, and maybe it's okay in this particular instance. I mean,
How are you gonna limit it? How are you gonna keep other people, that don't live in Madison Township?
it's gonna be behind the fence.
Well, yeah, okay.
But that's where if you did the assistance program comes from, you would know the person lives in town because you have to approve it first before you can help them.
And I guess we're kind of talking about 2 different
Yeah.
things, but they kind of piggyback on one another. But I mean,
Intertwine, yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are questions, and is it, I mean, we wouldn't have to have our own dumpster anymore, so that would be some savings there. I mean, not a lot, $100 a month or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a pretty cool idea, but there's.
I also, if that was the case too, I mean, if it was publicly known that if you had like a 1 month, every month on this day, this is your only day this month, you're gonna be doing, or you have the ability to do it, and if you need help, obviously we're gonna help you, but I think we can control that a little bit better. If it was known, everybody, all right, here's, the last day of the month, or whatever the case may be, this is your day, and if you miss it this month, don't do anything until next month, or every other month, whatever the case may be. I think that's a pretty good way of controlling it. I mean,
You don't want to deal with it every day,
Right.
Can you come get mine? No,
Yeah.
not today.
No.
But, on the other hand, I think it would, I'm just amazed by how much stuff leaves on dumpster day.
but I think it's also, the more you do it, the faster things, or you won't have that much.
Right.
I just see it like I see it in Lafayette when I have to used to drive around that town. I mean, it's a monthly thing. I mean, no one puts anything out, but the day that they're coming to get it, you know what I mean? So, I just think if it's a controlled, here's your day, this is what it is, and then eventually you probably won't have much of anything. Obviously, somebody's gonna have a project or something, or a couch and whatever, but it might be full the first couple months, but I think it's a great benefit for the community.
Yeah. It puts the initiative there, that we're trying to help, trying to get the town to look presentable and not.
Correct. And I understand, trying to figure out money or whatever,
Right.
but at the same time, if we can get local businesses to help, I mean, it's
Sponsor
just.
a trash can a month.
Yeah, it's just a community action togetherness, whatever. I don't wanna sound too corny on that, but that's what it is.
specifics, we don't have to do it tonight, but that's just an idea of how do we get things to be cleaner so that everyone is a little more happy with the appearance.
Well, it's a great idea. I think that being a submitted form
Right.
filled out that, hey, we've got so-and-so, but let's not, somebody's gonna remodel their kitchen.
Well, yeah, that's why you look at it first.
Yeah, you, okay, why do I need that dumpster? They got one down there. I'll just
Yeah.
pack everything up, take it down there, and you guys can dispose of it.
The requirements could be 65 and older or disabled.
Well, if you could,
I get
if
it.
you could make that,
Yeah.
But if that was the case, that's a situation where if the people know about that, we could also, it could be a program like, hey, we can save you money. Still need to pay for your kitchen remodel. They're gonna pay for, and if it's easier they can pay for it and.
They can pay us for it, rather than.
Right, pay the town, all of us, and just say, hey, it's helping you, but
Right.
at the same time, you help us, we help you.
Right, that's a good idea. Nobody said this has to be a free service, I mean,
Right, I mean,
Right, it's not, you know.
this could be an icon on our website,
Yeah.
click here to
Need help?
schedule a, whatever. Like, I didn't think it was a terrible idea, I mean, obviously there's things to work out and figure out and think through.
I think the submission form would be, if you have a project or you've got health issues or if
Right.
you've got something going on and you could do that and then, you know, we could approve that to be
Right.
there, but, just because I wanna get rid of my yard clippings that day.
Yeah.
Let's pick it down there.
Yeah, that's
Get
why
rid-
I was thinking, like, when I was writing and looking at the eligibility requirements, it just makes it easier to tailor it into a more narrow, this is the requirement, not all these other things, cause you can, if that, how can I do that all day?
The wastewater is, it's locked all the time, and I mean, it's not open. I mean, I know our water plant's open right now, cause you guys, you know, they're in and out a lot, and plus the water department, but arrangements could be made at specific times,
Yeah.
somebody be there to make sure everything's hunky-dory.
Yep, absolutely, or if it's, yes, it wouldn't just be free will, somebody's, somebody from New Richmond pulling their, swing back there and unload their pickup in it.
Well, I mean, you talked about buying a dumpster, and I'm like, how big is that dumpster that you have by your house?
The one that I have right now is 10 yards,
It's what?
10 yards.
10 yards? What do we normally get for the town when we have dumpster days?
You said
How?
40.
Those
40?
340s.
Okay.
And those, like we have, are $8,000 a piece for a new one.
The 40.
Yes. Now, I don't know if the used one's $500 or $1,000, or if we want a new one, or we want a
used
used one,
ones
or.
are hard to find just because every last ditching dumpster place in this state and half the state still use them, holes in them or not.
Yeah.
So,
And if they're used, are they sprung, are they gonna fight for 2 hours getting the door shut back, whatever, and,
Okay. Well, see,
and again, that may be an obscene amount of money and a silly thing to do, but,
let's give it some thought, see what happens, see what.
Yeah, well, it was all Rick's idea of, what he was talking about a few months ago, so I just kind of put things on paper from how do we make it an actual thing, so that's all I got.
I'm assuming we have a commercial account with wastewater, don't we? We have a commercial account for for trash pickup.
D&D's account?
Yes.
We have a monthly service with them.
Yeah, but it's a, commercial account, isn't it? It's
I
not a
don't know what they
residential,
call it.
it's not a residential.
It's a
like-
town contract for residential pickup. That's why no businesses can be on it.
you mean for our own?
Yes, what I'm
The
saying is, I mean, like the
contract
liquor
is with
store,
D&D.
like,
I don't know that he calls it a commercial, he just said, always refers to it as the town's agreement for trash.
Yeah.
It's only residential.
But we pay for our 2-yard dumpster though, I think is what Paul's.
yes, that's what we're.
No what?
The dumpster that we have at the wastewater plant.
No, we own that. that little dumpster down there,
Yeah.
they worked out that, yeah, it went down there when you guys started the whole contract with,
Oh, we own that.
we
huh?
own it.
Yeah, you know,
And they pick it up weekly?
yeah.
Okay. I did the same
It's
thing,
not
so
very
it
big,
makes
though.
sense that we did that, cause we own ours too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not, yes, it's not.
Yeah, it's not, cause people's been down there and throw stuff in and filled it up, he can't get his stuff in it.
I mean, that, and cause I think one of the things we were talking about is if we had the 40 yard, would we still need to pay for the service on the small? Was that?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't-
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't pay service on the small ones, so,
Okay. They dump that for us for free.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Okay, that's,
yeah, there is no.
okay.
But what I don't know is if that 3,000 we pay a month, they kinda know they're picking that up once a week. I mean, who knows?
I think they, now that you say that, I think they do, cause we bought.
It was an arrangement right at the beginning,
Yeah.
because he had so much every day down there until you fixed most of the problems down there, but
And that was before the grit channel thing either, it was always.
that was way before, yeah, a
We
lot,
We still have grit that we have to get rid of.
yeah.
Not,
It's just not quite on the scale that it used to be, but
yes.
I got a drum of it right now I'm gonna have to dump, so.
Yeah.
You could put a dumpster down there, but I would pick the stuff up so people can't get on the lot and take it and put it in.
That's a great idea too. I mean,
Due to liability issues, cause it's a dangerous place if they happen to wander off, they fall in that tank, they're gone.
I mean, that way you guys wouldn't have to.
You know, one day, a month, and you go around and pick it up, and the thing got out, then send Mike to talk to him.
That's a good idea too. And then that way, if, you know.
it's 100% your control.
Yeah, and if there's a couch that
Yeah,
won't
there's
fit.
nothing gonna go in illegally, and nobody's got a key, and
Nope, I think it's a great idea.
everybody's happy then, so.
So, yeah.
I do have one more thing that I had a question on. So Earl and I kind of has been talking a little bit about the old ball diamond, so on one of them. So the one, west, just right next to High Street, so I picked up another, part of the fence, the rod, kids jump on them, tear them down, the trees starting to chip it down. So we're kind of talking about taking that down, is that something we can take the fence down and just on that one? The fence and the.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but if it needs to
Yeah,
be.
well,
Like, the kids climb on top of the dugouts, like getting rid of the dugouts, the fence, cause the fence
The
is all
one on
falling
High
apart.
Street,
The one on High Street.
yeah, I've seen it.
It's the fences that run down from the backstop down in front of each dugout, they're destroyed, they're not safe.
So are we gonna leave one of the,
I'd leave the big one alone.
Yeah, that one's fine, and that one's being, I mean, it's the nice one, and everybody uses that one, like, this one over on High Street, all the bases been pulled up, I've taken those out, just because they pull them out and lay them on the ground, but the other one, they don't do anything with, this one.
Are those, by chance, are they concreted in the posts? Is this something we just hook the backhoe to and
I think so.
just pull
Yeah,
them out?
I mean, it's just a matter of just getting rid of all that that's causing everybody to just destroy everything more. I mean, the paint's flaking off really good right now, and
The
it's.
kids use the fence to climb on top of the dugout.
Correct, yes, and then,
I think if, yeah, it's just, what sounds to me like it's, gonna be a liability risk, you know, you might as well
Yeah.
take care of it, they're not coming back.
oh,
And if they did come back, we'd have to put a new fence up.
I mean,
yeah, you would have to do something anyway to get it up to par, for sure.
I mean, I guess I was kinda hoping we could leave that one and get rid of the other one and have a larger area for more activities, but if that's not what's happening, that's fine.
Well, I mean,
But
Yeah.
if that one needs a bunch of work and the other one doesn't, then.
the other one's like top notch, I mean, that's
There you
just the
go.
way to go.
Enough
This
said.
one's just
Enough said,
It's just an afterthought, you know, when
Yeah.
we built that.
enough said.
I say let's take it down at your convenience.
The entire, all of it.
Just take it down.
yeah, I mean, all the bases, I mean, are already ripped up, the fences, I mean, I picked up 2 posts today,
Um,
from the fence that were just, they take apart and they jump on top of that roof, well, I know those roofs aren't very sturdy, the structure itself, but safety issues than anything.
Good, okay, did?
I make a motion to have them take it down at their convenience.
Moved and seconded to have Rick take the
Dugout and fences,
dugout fences on the High Street, ball line and,
just the corner,
Just the corner.
by closest to your house.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Good deal. Anything else? Anything, yeah, good to talk about? Did you get a report on the insurance for the hydrovac?
It was like an estimate of 250.
Well, still think it'd be great to get one. I think we need to get the water plant up and going before, just to make sure there's nothing that comes up, you know, whatever. But, I think it would be awesome to have one of those. So, sound good? See how much money we have.
Yeah, let's get the
Save
water
a
plant, let's
lot.
get the water plant.
What?
I think we need to get the water plant done before we find another expenditure, find something else to buy, but I would like to pursue buying one of those if we can.
It wasn't coming out of the water plant fund. So I sent you street and general fund budget,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
If you buy it at anything over $50,000 is gonna bust your budget, which is fine if you don't buy anything else the rest of the year. So both of those have that money in there, the budget. They have the cash. Both funds have the cash to cover the budget. I sent you the budget amount.
You did.
I sent you January through April's expenses, times that by 3. That'll be the estimate for the year. Subtract that off the budget, that'll tell you how much you got. But that'll bust it. There's no wiggle room in those two funds.
And that was MBH?
General and MBH.
Okay.
The only thing you have to be careful about MBH is that restricted. So that dollar amount, the budget is both MBH and restricted. They don't separate it. You guys have to make sure you don't spend the money for the restricted while you're spending money in the MBH. So we just need to allot the fund sheet you got, the beginning balance for restricted. You need to save that out of the budget for MVH restricted, and it's used for nothing else. But the rest of the budget you can use, but just make sure you times that out by 3 so you have the estimate for the year.
Well, we don't have to do anything with that
tonight.
tonight.
Have you, you know what I mean? Are you doing the 80 or are you doing the 40? Cause that's the,
Right.
that was the spread you gave me.
Yes, and then we got one here that's really nice, and it's 140. Now, I know we're not gonna spend
How much?
140. Now, we're not gonna spend $140,000 on one, but again, just looking at, we're just shopping. This one's a diesel, I mean, all the crazy stuff, we don't need $140,000 diesel, we don't need that, but, I mean, again, we're just looking. So, yeah, yeah. But, I mean, yeah.
So I only quoted one that you gave me, so it'll probably double, right? Cause you gave me the smaller,
Yes.
so he went off that model level.
And we don't spend that, unless we found one of those, well, and this didn't have the government bid on it, so it was probably gonna be 10% at least, which that'd be, you know, whatever, but, still kicking it around.
Let's kick it around for another month.
Yeah, yeah, so would it make sense for water to participate in some of this?
No, water needs to have it, cause they ain't got any money. They're paying for a plant.
Well, that's not.
We committed that $4 million to the water plant, and I wouldn't strap them anymore.
That's,
Wastewater can't,
that's kinda what, you can have that.
but you got all those other funds.
That's kind of what yeah, I mean, we've got a new water payment. We got a new water bill payment, with new water.
Yeah, we got one, it's a big one, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
I mean, it's,
it's coming.
yep. Come,
You to public?
I think, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. We
No
are
public
to-
comment.
Yeah, we are to, let's do the seven. Fantastic, all right. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented from our.
I make a motion that, we approve the minutes for the, that were online.
Moved and seconded to, approve the minutes as presented from the previous meeting. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
I got one question, and it's just, did you hear anything back from Mike Taylor on the RV ordinance?
No, and I dropped the
And-
ball on that.
Okay.
We left that as this being the open first reading public hearing, but I didn't get anything to print out, so that's why it's not.
I did that, I screwed up.
Okay, but I think we give it to Mike to see his professional opinion on that,
We did, he's looked at it, but I did not call Stu back to
But
have
he
him.
agreed to it. That's why, was there prices, was there blank spots or something? He agreed to the whole thing, we were just getting a copy to sign. Public hearing, right?
And we were gonna do that, I don't know what happened next.
But to do the public hearing and the first reading, we have to have it printed.
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
okay, there you go.
Payment vouchers.
I make a motion that we accept the claim vouchers.
Alright. Moved and seconded to approve the claim vouchers as presented, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Wait a minute. Yeah. Alright, guys.
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
I second that.
Moved and seconded to adjourn, favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries, we are out of here.
Okay, that's it, I'm shutting it off.